by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Governor Pariwa supports hospital. Divine Word missionaries celebrate milestone. And Laumas wins Civic Nights. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Nicole Rama. Thank you for joining us. Medan Governor Ramsey Pariwa presented over 1 million kina to Gaubin Hospital during Prime Minister James Marape's recent visit to Sumcar district.
Medan Provincial Governor Honorable Ramsey Pariwa has presented over 1 million kina to Gaubin Hospital on Karkar Island during Prime Minister James Marape's recent visit to Sumcar district. The presentation took place during the commissioning of district projects and highlights the Medan Provincial Government's support for the people of Sumcar and their open member, Alex Sunguman. Governor Pariwa explained the funding comes from the allocations provided to the province by the national government and emphasized the need for direct national assistance to upgrade Gaubin Hospital to level 4 status. He outlined key reasons for the proposed upgrade, including challenges faced during medical emergencies where patients must travel by sea to Modilon Hospital in Medan. He also noted Karkar Island's growing population requires improved health services closer to home. The governor further highlighted the presence of the community health worker training school on Karkar as an important factor supporting expanded healthcare services. He added that Karkar's population is larger than Manus province, yet continues to face limited medical facilities. Governor Pariwa thanked Prime Minister James Marape for visiting Karkar Island and witnessing firsthand the development needs for the local communities. The funding marks a significant step towards improving healthcare delivery on the island. Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister and member for Taripori, James Marape, has chaired the first District Development Authority meeting for 2026 at the Hulukumaya building in Tari recently.
This is the first District Development Authority meeting for 2026, where Prime Minister Marape welcomed council presidents, the newly elected leaders and those who retained their seats following the 2025 local level government elections. During the meeting, Prime Minister Marape thanked the councillors and presidents for ensuring the elections in Taripori district were completed successfully. The successful conduct of the elections has helped counter several negative perceptions of the province. The Prime Minister said that in past experiences, there seemed to be disturbances and conflicts that resulted in destruction and loss of lives. With new leaders taking on roles, Marape highlighted that there has been a smooth and peaceful transition from outgoing leaders to incoming leaders. He also praised outgoing councillors and presidents for ensuring smooth transition of leadership. Among these leaders was the newly appointed Women and Church representative to the Taripori District DDA Board. Marape welcomed them, recognizing the important role they play in inclusive governance. In his address at the first meeting for the year, he challenged the leaders to uphold the values of love, forgiveness and live in peace and harmony. The Prime Minister stated leaders are peacemakers and the voice of the government at the ward and village level. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Catholic Diocese in Simbu Province hosted a 3-day celebration to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Society of the Divine Word Missionaries services to Papua New Guinea.
The celebration was hosted in Kundiawa, where the Catholic faithfuls gathered and celebrated the journey of evangelism and service to the humanity. Kundiawa Diocese played a vital role in engaging the missionaries that opened doors to civilization, that also provided vital services in the likes of schools, health and strengthening of law and order amongst the people. This was reflected by Reverend Paul Sundu of Kundiawa Diocese.
18 parishes inside Lodais Blokundia, where all SVD, missionary, all is team, now all people, all in Ablong Kisim, talk Blong God, na two olina blong stab inside long a light blong big bla. All parishes all SVD missionary only come up in. That's all on tablo display only come up in school. Now come up in all house sick too, where all pikinini can go kiss him school, go to school, kiss him sawe. Now he can walk inside long, kind walk blow a government, now walk blow church.
The celebration was joined by hundreds of people, priests and congregations who witnessed the event that ended with the strengthening of their faith to serve the people in a more meaningful manner. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
Wangoi Catholic Parish and the Diocese of Kundiawa have paid tribute to a long-serving father in the province and the country.
Father Richard Watsda's 40 years of priestly service and lifelong contribution to education, health and development in the country started back in 1985. Father Richard is a member of the Society of Divine Word Missionary and is the current parish priest of Wangoi Catholic Parish in Truawe district. Over 4 decades, he has become one of the most influential missionary priests in the Highlands region. Beyond his pastoral duties, Father Richard is widely recognized as a development specialist who has played a key role in improving access to education and basic services in the remote communities. He has been instrumental in the establishment of 7 schools in Kiara Salt Nomane district that is contributing significantly to literacy, human development and community empowerment. Father Richard, originally from Poland, spoke about his first arrival in the area.
So you buy go on line to pigeon. Na, I'm all by finishing and by you come up to a place. So me having something meeting enough today. Meaning me no sabes, I was me having namen by me pred naranoe. Or by me go ask you na place, me no can go to place. That's all me trusting God.
He says he started alone but never a single time he goes without the support of the local people.
One time online, if you look at me before, naredi me. Na mi stati walk about the chimbo, one time SVD, one time all Nabla line Christian community. So me thank him God because work mission on me, me come up sakay man, one time helping no kateis. Only Matim community, only work long look at me, lo name lo pamama, lo name lo young plan.
The Bishop of Kundiawa Diocese, Reverend Paul Sundu, acknowledged Father Richard's contribution, describing him as a missionary who combined evangelization with practical development initiatives.
Start long Denglagu, na ikam olsem lo mingende, na long display time, only bring him talk long God, na one time Western civilization too, only bring him one time, he come, long place blom mipla, long diocese blong Kundiawa. Na
he says the Divine Word Missionary have brought in services along with the Western civilization to the people of Simbu that continues to provide services to the people. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
The counting for day-by election commenced yesterday with 100+ counting officials in the presence of tight security personnel.
Counting for day-by-election started off yesterday after a week of waiting. As per the returning officer Philip Talape, he advised the counting officials to remove 3 ballot boxes from 3 allergies, which are Muglamb, Kinjibimala and Kotna to start off the counting. A total of 9 ballot boxes were removed in front of scrutineers and security personnel from the Electoral Commission's container at the Kimininga barracks. Mr. Talape said a total of 7 boxes were counted yesterday from the 9 boxes and 2 were placed back into the container. The 2 boxes returned were from Kotna LLG and Kinsby Mala. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Meanwhile, counting at Kimininga Barracks for the day-by-election was suspended by the returning officer due to heavy downpour yesterday, which has ruined the counting venue.
The Electoral Commission team this morning had to fix up the counting venue after a heavy downpour destroying the counting venue yesterday. As per the Central Counting Center, the first top 5 that are leading the counting after count 7 is as follows: Tay Akil with a total of 3,099 votes. Desmond Paul Keeper on the second place with 2,223 votes. And James Membawea with 1,271 votes, followed by Sam Coim with 783 votes. And on the fifth place is Ismail Wama with 747 votes. These are the progressive tallies after count 7 yesterday. According to the returning officer, Mr. Telape, counting is expected to continue tomorrow morning. It was noted that the new counting method was used, which the officials counted from all 3 LLGs simultaneously. Samantha Solomon, National MTV News, Mount Hagen.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab Dina. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion Kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
On the go and need a quick update? Talk to TISA Bank. No logging, no typing, just your voice.
Hey Siri, what's my balance?
Your balance is 2,578 Kina.
Activate voice banking in 3 simple steps. 1. Update your TISA Bank mobile app to the latest version. 2. Set up Siri on your iPhone if not already enabled. 3. Start voice banking with TISA. TISA Bank. Banking on change.
Helping farmers grow the crop while neglecting the critical steps of value chain, processing, marketing, and finance.
In Focus returns in 2026 on Monday night with our first interview with the National Agriculture Research Institute.
We export to New Zealand, but not to Australia because of the biosecurity conditions.
That's on Monday night.
You're watching National MTV News. Medan Governor Ramsey Pariwa yesterday led community volunteers, government officers, and inmates in the first cleanathon exercise for 2026 in Medang town.
Medan Provincial Governor Honorable Ramsey Pariwa led by example yesterday morning, joining the first cleanathon exercise for 2026 in Medan Township. The governor, who is the patron of the Medan Cleanathon program, worked alongside volunteers, government officers and community members to clear rubbish from public areas. During the exercise, Governor Pariwa called on business houses, stakeholders and private sector and residents to take ownership of keeping the town clean. He welcomed the participation of inmates from Beyond Correctional Institute and thanked them for supporting the cleanup. Beyond CIS Commander Jackson Gubek thanked the governor for personally taking part and confirmed correctional services will continue supporting the program. Commander Gubek also urged the public to be responsible for their own rubbish. Meanwhile, Governor Pariwa issued a strong warning to Chinese store owners and other businesses to clean their surroundings. He gave them 24 hours to remove rubbish and practice proper waste management. The Cleanathon program will continue throughout this year to improve sanitation and restore pride in Medan Township. Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
The public servants in Simbu province were told to serve the interest of the people and the province to improve service delivery in the province.
The public servants serving in the 6 districts of Simbu province have gathered at Kondom Aguando building in Kundiawa for their dedication and commissioning service, spearheaded and organized by Simbu Body of Christ in partnership with the provincial administration. Speaking at the event, Simbu provincial member Noah Kool urged the public servants to use their knowledge to benefit the province.
You have been blessed doing it. You can sabe, you must have been blessed doing it. You can be blessed doing it.
He says it is appropriate and fitting for them to dedicate and commit all public workforce to God so that they can research, readjust and focus on right direction to serve the people and province with honor and pride. He added that unlike other highlands provinces, Simbu does not have a lot of natural resources and therefore the people must use their knowledge to build the province.
Another province, all right. Oil, gas, fishy stuff, timber stuff, all the stuff.
Provincial Administrator John Punde also urged the public servants in the province to have a learning attitude to learn new knowledges and also do away with the knowledge that is not working for the betterment of the province.
Since in society now have demand for change. So you must learn new brand knowledge, new brand style of work. But knowledge now, some things that are considered important 10 or 15 years ago are no longer relevant.
He further stated that Simbu Provincial Administration must work closely with the churches to see changes.
Change is already happening. And because of prayer, we're giving good guidance with God.
Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, Governor for Simbu Province, Noah Kool, stressed on the lack of basic services in Simbu. He urged the people of Simbu to work together in order to improve.
You may look at 50 years in the Gambia, road maybe still bagrabet, classroom no got yet, house teacher no got yet. Power in go, Gumini Nago, Solomon Galamu no go, you know, around me. Or another place, really place. Power no go yet. Internet no go yet. Really, what a supplier? You may not get more supply of house to you make some bucket that go blah blah. What are yet? 50 years. You might finish it. How about Mr. Abosen?
Settlers residing at the roadside of Mount Kiss in Goroka have been issued eviction notice by the Eastern Highlands Provincial Government. The notice was served on Monday.
In a media statement from the Office of Eastern Highlands Governor Simon Sia, the Eastern Highlands Provincial Government has issued a court order for the settlers at Mount Keys roadside to vacate land which is presumably owned by the provincial government. The provincial government on many occasions has urged people not to build houses along the Mount Keys road. However, the settlement there has been on the rise and the provincial government has now acted on it. The settlers were given 14 days from the date of the order to voluntarily remove their structures and relocate to allow developers to come in. The eviction notice was delivered by the Provincial Lands Advisor Minigi Soga. Mr. Soga said the settlers have not consulted his office for clarity on the status of the land and had allegedly made payment to someone who does not own the land. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape has urged newly elected leaders and councillors of Taripori to lead with integrity, unity and accountability.
As Ella province enters a new phase of grassroots leadership, Prime Minister Marape said it's a beginning of change in their province. Prime Minister Marape spoke to more than 80 councillors from the 5 council wards of Taripori district at the first Taripori District Development Authority meeting. Marape said leadership structures had weakened over time, which leaders have to set their priorities right in their leadership. Leaders must perform and so they present proper reporting so service and development can progress. Communities are heard to take ownership of their future, unite their people and attend church worship, which will stop them from causing problems among themselves. The PM said that the district is now moving towards the second year of development with the key pillars based on culture, faith, education and business. Marape further added there is no free money and leaders must do their work right, upholding discipline and accountability in the use of public funds. Council presidents have been directed to convene regular meetings as they wait another major district meeting scheduled for May or June. In this upcoming meeting, leaders will discuss priority projects, funding allocations and ward-based programs. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
A new 4-kilometer road in Pomio, East New Britain province has been opened. The road link is expected to boost economic activities in the local community.
For generations, the communities of Upper Avon and Kulungere in Pomio district have been cut off. This came to an end last week with the official opening of a new road project funded by the World Bank at the cost of 5.7 million kina as part of the agriculture program that will benefit over 2,000 people. Senior engineer Raymond Paulia says the road now enables vehicle access that will not only boost economy but also provide safe access to education, medical facility and other vital services. At the opening ceremony, Cocoa Board CEO Jesse Arjun urged all locals to embrace the infrastructure that will in return serve them in the long run. East New Britain Governor Michael Marum further thanked the partners for ensuring local farmers can bring their harvest to the markets more efficiently. He says the transformative program for Pomio is one of 3 agricultural roads being upgraded under the same World Bank program in the province that will really help the local people. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
There is more to what the future
Nighttime returns next week Wednesday at 7 p.m. Join me next week Wednesday at 7 p.m. for more simple, budget-friendly meals, cooking tips, plus more, right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Daulo District Health Services has received a timely boost with medicine supplies worth of 200,000 kina from the Daulo District Development Authority.
These supplies were handed over to Daulo Health Services at Asaro Rural Hospital last Friday. The medicine supply will be distributed among 3 rural hospitals of Watabung, Kwangi, and Asaro Rural. Daulo Health Program Manager Nigel Kirime received the supplies and thanked the Daulo District Development Authority Board for supporting the health sector with the much-needed medication. Kirime described the support as timely, noting that the country is currently facing a shortage of essential medicines.
Also marasin yumi no gat straight to country. Na no heavy blue yumi ta sol, do Eastern Islands ta solem country. Na MD plan need straight. Thank you through law, office law, member law help me plan law this like time where you need him straight logan. So by me start to using marasin member can give me plan now, starting today. Was you mean no gat straight then I'm going to so you mean no have to give him stuff, and by me start to using today na gold same so.
The medicines were presented by the Daulo District Executive Officer Aaron Hagen on behalf of Daulo District Development Authority Chairman and Member Ekime Gorosahu. Hagen says the delivery reflects DDA's commitment to improve health services in Daulo.
Only man, really married, really to place. Blow heavy, blow body. Time you sick by a workshop. Time you sick by a housing. Time you call housing, you must see a marasin.
He also outlined that health was among the key priorities of Daulo District Development Authority and revealed that a state-of-the-art ablution block construction at Asaro Rural Hospital is currently underway and will be open soon. He further stated that the supplies are from last year and there is funding for this year's supplies.
Last year, you know, because of some process flow by marasin procurement na kanosa. Just called marasin stop here. You know what this year? Last year. This year, he got budget na 250,000. Logo no marasin. You mean Daulo District, you mean fortunate.
Speaking on behalf of the communities, former councillor Hates Hataya expressed satisfaction for the donation. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
Moving to overseas news, the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is calling on former Prince Andrew to give evidence before a U.S. Congressional Commission after new images were released in the latest tranche of documents relating to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
The photos are among more than 3 million pages of documents, videos and images released yesterday by the US Department of Justice. They reveal the late financier had sought to build a wide network of high-profile contacts, including former Prime Minister Kevin Rudd, whose office has insisted he never met Epstein. North America correspondent Cayman Gok has more from Washington.
Epstein survivors have labelled this most recent release as outrageous, and they say the scale of failure from the Department of Justice is staggering and indefensible. In a statement from nearly 20 women who were abused by Jeffrey Epstein, they point out that the identities and detail of women who were abused were included and not redacted in these files, but then the alleged abusers remain hidden and protected. This is apparently going to be the last major release of documents from the Department of Justice, despite it being 6 weeks late from the legal deadline they were supposed to release all this information. But survivors say that's not good enough and they should continue revealing information and details until every abuser and enabler is fully exposed. But The Department of Justice, the Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, said yesterday that I don't think the public are going to uncover men within the Epstein files that abused women, unfortunately. A spokesperson for Bill Gates said the claim was absolutely absurd and completely false. There's one email where Elon Musk is asking Jeffrey Epstein when the wildest party would be on his island. And then there are also Australian figures who have been named in these documents. Former Prime Minister Kevin Rudd is mentioned in the documents, revealing how third-party individuals tried to secure his attendance at various events, and that highlights how Epstein tried to court people with power and influence. Dr. Rudd's office told the ABC he's never met Epstein, no introduction nor direct contact ever took place, and most mentions of his name are in passing, and there is no suggestion Dr. Rudd being named in the files implies any wrongdoing. There are also then other politicians named, including US presidents. There's a document that shows a list compiled of unverified tips to the FBI which allege abuse from Jeffrey Epstein and his co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell. In this compiled list of unverified tips, there is allegations of rape and sexual abuse by Donald Trump. There is also a claim that he and former President Bill Clinton attended orgy parties. Now, investigators at the time labelled these tips as unreliable. Both men have denied any wrongdoing and have never been accused of wrongdoing by law enforcement relating to Jeffrey Epstein. The Department of Justice did say that in this release there would be some fake...
Hospitals in Gaza says the latest round of Israeli strikes have killed at least 30 Palestinians, one of the highest reported tolls since the October ceasefire was introduced. Hamas have called the strikes a violation of the truce, while Israel's military says the strikes were a response to breaches by the militant group.
Here's why Palestinians are still questioning this ceasefire. They woke once again to the reality of airstrikes hitting family homes. We found my 3 little nieces in the street, Samer says. They say ceasefire and all. What did those children do? What did we do? The Israelis claim they targeted Hamas infrastructure. Gaza's civil defense agency says police officers and prisoners died here beneath the rubble. This series of strikes came after a group of militants was found yesterday leaving a tunnel, Israel says, in violation of the deal. Further south, Rataj is a survivor from a devastated family, a 13-year-old, wondering why the peace plan didn't keep her safe. Didn't they say the war had stopped, she asks? Why were we targeted and bombed? She was sheltering with her relatives in a tent when a helicopter attacked, leaving 7 of them dead.
Despite the destruction, the border crossing with Egypt is due to reopen tomorrow as planned, allowing Palestinians in and out. The Americans are pushing this ceasefire into its second phase, but that means some serious challenges: disarming Hamas, withdrawing Israeli troops, and agreeing an international force to replace them.
For Palestinians, the immediate priorities are more fundamental. Since the ceasefire was agreed last October, more than 500 have lost their lives.
One person has been killed and 14 others injured after an explosion in the southern Iranian port of Bandar Abbas.
The city's fire chief says preliminary investigations point to a gas leak as the cause. Iranian state media reported 4 people were killed in a separate blast in a gas explosion near the Iraqi border. Iranian armed forces remain on alert amid a heavy US military build-up in the region. Iran's army commander-in-chief has warned the country's armed forces are prepared to defend the Islamic Republic against any potential foreign attacks.
Today we are at a high level of military and defensive readiness. We are closely watching enemies' movements in the region. They are under complete surveillance by us. And since we are aware of their evil intentions, our fingers are on the trigger. If they make a mistake, without a doubt they will endanger their security, the security of their forces, the security of the region, and the security of the criminal Zionist regime.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Meet UmiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, UmiPay makes every payment simple. UmiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mail Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mail Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high antenna load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
Helping farmers grow the crop while neglecting the critical steps of value chain, processing, marketing, and finance.
In Focus returns in 2026 on Monday night with our first interview with the National Agriculture Research Institute.
We export to New Zealand, but not to Australia because of the biosecurity conditions.
That's on Monday night.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The JS Commodity CPIC 9's tournament lived up to the expectations, with all the teams being competitive. However, the Funeral Home Llamas proved too strong and remained consistent throughout the tournament to claim the cup.
This year marks the 3rd time Funeral Home Llamas has claimed the title in the CPIC 9's tournament. They defended their title as reigning champions from last year's tournament after defeating the 11-10 City team from Murbe Province with a score of 26 points to 20. Llamas' style of play focused on speed and smooth pass execution, often utilizing their electric wings with fast feet. Additionally, their game was complemented by their ramping forwards and solid centers. Controlling the game was the veteran player Solomon Pokari, who worked in the middle, directing and having more control over every play. Funeral Home Llamas walked away yesterday with not just the shield, but a grand prize of 25,000 kina, while the runner-up 11-10 City received 15,000 kina. The Wibek Pythons ranked 3rd and walked away with 10,000 kina cash prize, while Maprik United in 4th place was awarded 5,000 kina. Benson Wema, Trukai Sports.
Co-captain of Funeral Home Llamas and Dixon Yamasen has accredited their victory to the team coach for his leadership and persistence in pushing the players to be the best in every game.
Co-captain Yamason revealed the team kept every conversation spoken outside the field and translated into the game performance. Funeral Home Laumas add what it took to grasp the final victory by putting up a strong contest in every attack on the try line. Their fast pace and ball movement resulted in them registering an opening try of the match at Porahovol in Isipik province. Yamason uploaded every player who played to their best. Through Solomon Pokari's ends, Harry ball play moved with much game management and control.
Solo was fantastic. He's very developed. His IQ for the rugby league is so sharp, and he's control our forwards, especially the young forwards and some of the boys. He's been leading us throughout this tournament, and it's not his first time for the club. He's been part of the club since the club was existing, and now he's still with us. He has the loyalty for the team, and he has the heart for the team, the Funeral Home.
The team is also proud of the new members on their team, including their two wingers who ran faster to score in every opportunity.
Thanks the boys, the two of our wingers, they are good. Two of them from the rugby union. When we travel up, we just pick them from rugby union, and then we make the team. We go for the 1 week training. We find the combinations, everything is going well. I'm so happy for them because they have the speed from the outside. They help us forward, probably I would say 100% in the middle, because they score try and they were helping us a lot in the middle.
With this year's tournament now concluded, Mr. Yamason said they will be coming back next year to defend the title.
Say thank you to the sponsors, thank you to the Civic people. Civic is a good place, and then we're looking forward for the defend the cup. Whenever the sponsors and whenever the tournament on, we are looking forward to defend the cup again.
Benson Wema, Trukai Sports.
Despite short preparations, the 11-10 city from Morobe province fought through to the grand final in the JS Commodities CPIC 9's tournament, which ended in Wewak yesterday.
The captain of 11-10 City told Trukai Sports most of their players were handpicked out for them to travel to Isipik.
Kami belum sebelum nasta was tim na kami, memang kerap nunggu preparation lo, mibla travel na kami. All handpicked tasol. Na mibla travel na kami. So mibla ka trust to mibla lo, making through lo play lo finals and mibla making through kami.
He said how they carried themselves in their games towards the grand final.
Mibla to see me look forward to one game past them. You know the double him, look lo narba game lo kami. Consider the first game you may win him, then you consider the second game. You may double mo ko something one round, when you confuse you me. Also mibla stick lo on a process mibla walk claim.
11-10 City team conveyed their heartfelt gratitude to all their supporters and sponsors.
Me talk big thank you lo big X-Men lo atok na me travel come safe lo we back play finish na atok lo me leme to big thank you straight sana baksa lo me na posi me kamos thank you straight.
Captain Valley outlined on what they need to improve on going into the next tournament.
I need lo pambla training chol. That is mas training good na stau sa team straight now. Kami blakam. So me talk finish the first time. Kami phone call chol na me bung na kam. So me no stau sa team na training na kam. Tumla ko bagan pambla mas walk chol na bungi team training sa team na. Pambla travel na raw.
Benson Wema, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
first time in Papua New Guinea, Mel Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mel Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
Hi, it's Jaylee. Are you ready for the ultimate sports experience? From the streets of Port Moresby to the global stage, we're bringing you the best of local and international sports. Profiles on PNG's rising and legendary stars, in-depth coverage of the biggest tournaments, and all the latest sports news. It's all coming back in 2026. Mark your calendars. Thursdays at 7 p.m, returning February 2026. More action, more stories, and more sports passion. See you in February 2026. Only on your #1 to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching True Guy Sports. PNG Hakari FC suffered a late defeat after Auckland FC scored twice in stoppage time in the round 2 of the OFC Pro League competition played in Port Moresby yesterday.
With the round 2 of the OFC Pro League, Auckland FC scored 2 late goals in stoppage time to defeat PNG Hakari FC at the Santos National Football Stadium. Hakari held Auckland scoreless at halftime and looked set to maintain their perfect record before conceding late. Assistant coach Jerry Allen said the team was unlucky due to lack of concentration in the final minutes.
We need speed up front, we need to finish because we are fighting for a goal, and when I saw my 3 strikers, they are going down, so I need some speed up front so that we push the back four behind and we find one chance to score. And that's why we made the sub. But and it's also the opportunity for the young boys. Yeah, if you have the chance to play, so it.
Allen says the players must work harder and improve focus, especially during crucial stages of the game.
We just need to work hard. They try to get some points as well. They are like us, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. We just need to go back and organize ourselves. Work on with some finishing. I think finishing, we need finishing, and hopefully we'll do our best against the Vanuatu.
Meanwhile, PNG Hakari FC captain Dave Tomare says the team needs to work on several areas moving forward. He adds that despite the loss, the squad remains positive and focused on the upcoming matches.
The boys all play good, but sometimes really good. Sometimes they can walk back left. Like about play vigilant, they make plenty mistake inside the game, or something where come back and walk back left. So now the boys look good to go.
The result sees Auckland FC claim victory, while PNG Hakari FC will regroup and prepare for the next feature as the OFC Pro League continues. Joel Mipari, True Guy Sports.
Auckland FC coach Luke Caselli praised his team after the win over PNG Hakari FC in the OFC Pro League.
Auckland FC coach described the match against PNG Hakari FC as excellent and thanked his players for the win.
Yeah, look, very hard fought. I thought Hakari were excellent. They gave us some difficult moments, but I was really pleased with how positive our players were. They were just super positive. We had a really good impact from the bench, and just pleased that in the end we were able to get a couple of goals and get the win.
He also spoke about their experience playing in Papua New Guinea.
Coming here, we knew that in front of their home supporters and at their home stadium that they were going to be, really looking to make life difficult for us and put in a big performance, which they did. From the start of the game, I thought Hikari showed some great energy. They caused our backline some problems early on. And it certainly wasn't easy for us. As I said, I'm delighted to get the points. I think it's a really good learning experience for our players in these conditions. But certainly a very difficult match for us.
Coach says everyone has been good and it has been a great experience in PNG.
Yeah, it's been very different. We didn't put on good weather for everybody in New Zealand either. There was a lot of rain for the first circuit, but everyone here has been fantastic to us. The staff and all the people at the hotel have been super kind, super generous. So far it's been good, and of course when you win a game, it makes things even better. But so far it's been really good to be here, and it's a great experience for our players and our staff.
Meanwhile, Auckland FC captain Ray Drake, who was named player of the match, credited the team's persistent and strong performance for turning the game around.
Yeah, I mean the performance was I think a very good performance. We had other chances to score early, and today that didn't happen, but it didn't stop the belief, as Luke said earlier, and the drive to go and win the game. We knew we were going to get our chance. We pride ourselves on working all the way through, whether we score in the first minute or late on in the game like we did today. And we're very proud of that fact. There was a player in the group who unfortunately lost his grandfather, and that motivated us a lot. He arrived late, and I know that Emmy dedicated his goal to him, but that's the culture within the group, and we're going to do that for everybody in the club, and players, staff and family, so we're very proud.
He added that the team's overall performance was good, which he was pleased with the results. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Port Moresby Soccer Association has entered its second weekend of pre-season football action at the Bisini Soccer Grounds.
Now, the Port Moresby Soccer Association has entered its second weekend of pre-season games here at the Bisini Soccer Grounds in the nation's capital. The Port Moresby Soccer Association has 3 more weeks before heading into its proper season of 2026 action. More of football actions continue here at the Bisini Soccer Grounds in the nation's capital. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Kai Time returns next week Wednesday at 7 p.m. Join me next week Wednesday at 7 p.m. for more simple, budget-friendly meals, cooking tips, plus more, right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Helping farmers grow the crop while neglecting the critical steps of value chain, processing, marketing, and finance.
In Focus returns in 2026 on Monday night with our first interview with the National Agriculture Research Institute.
We export to New Zealand, but not to Australia because of the biosecurity conditions.
That's on Monday night.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The MoneyPlus weather reports for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby cloudy with some rain showers, Daru partly cloudy with few showers, Kerama partly cloudy with some rain showers, Alatau cloudy periods with some showers, and Popondetta partly cloudy with few showers. In the Momase region, Lae City partly cloudy with few showers, Madang some rain with possible thunderstorms, Wewak partly cloudy, becoming cloudy tonight with some rain showers, and Vanimo partly cloudy with few showers. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau partly cloudy with few showers, Kavieng partly cloudy with chances of few showers, Kokopo and Rabaul cloudy periods with some showers, and Kimbe cloudy period with rain and possible thunderstorms. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, mostly cloudy with some rain showers, Goroka Barnes and Kundiawa, partly cloudy with some areas of rain showers, Mandi, Tari and Wabek, mostly cloudy with some areas of rain showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 1st of February, 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Elite Music Zone returns soon with some of Papua New Guinea's finest.